There, welcome to the Lemurian Collective. I'm Lisa Kay with Light Guided. I'm very happy to be back with you. Today's reading is going to be looking at the energy of love within the context of this collective. And by this collective, I mean any of you who resonate with the terms light worker, Pleiadians, Lemurian, Star Seed. These readings are for you. I consider you all my tribe. This is the energy that I most relate to. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So this reading is for the month of January 2025, and we're looking at the energy of love for the collective. The energy of love. What can we know about the energy of love for this collective in January? Had a little card explosion here. One second. The energy of love for the collective in January. And in fact, we have the energy of love here. Expansion. Beautiful. Acceptance. Freedom. Knowledge. And letting go. Great energies. Some overlapping with looking at the collective energy for the year ahead for January 2025. If you haven't checked that video out, please feel free to. There's some interesting messages there for some of you. So I want to begin with this energy of letting go. This is when I tuned in just intuitively, this is the energy that really came up at the beginning, and it is kind of a heavier energy for some of you. I would say for some of you, this is a significant letting go in the month of January. This is grief, loss. This word's coming up, but tragedy. There may be something tragic that you learn about or hear about. I hope that that's not the case. But that is the energy coming forward, and I have to read the energy as it's presented to me. What I'm hearing, for those of you that this might resonate for, I'm hearing that the other side of great loss is great love. When we are split open by the depths of grief, it also creates space for the depths of love. And so Spirit just wants me to bring the message to remind you that if you are experiencing or experience anything to that degree, that the companion side of that experience is great love. It does not take away the grief. It does not change the outcome, but it is part of how our soul becomes expanded. It's part of how our hearts become expanded. So I'm going to move away from that energy now. We have the energy of love. There are some of you in this collective who will be experiencing a deepening of your romantic love. I actually see some of this for you also. Some of you, this actually feels fairly soon. This is related to children, whether you're having children, have recently had a child, or are planning to have a child. There's this incredible, beautiful, mothering, nurturing love that comes into play as a result of that. I see that as a big energy for many of you. In the month of January. I'm still trying to see if this is romantic love too. I'm not getting a lot of energy around romantic love for many of you. There is deepening of love. Let's keep reading and see if anything else comes forward. We have the energy of expansion. For some of you, expanding love is going to look like acts of service. You may be expanding into doing more volunteer work, um, or you work with people in a way that comes from a place of great love and allows people to feel that love from you. So, for example, I don't know, maybe you're like a body worker or, a therapist or something to that extent. And through that work, you're able to express and bring forward the energy of great love. And people feel that from you. They're healing because of that. So that's very beautiful. We have more energy of loss. This is the energy of acceptance. There's more energy of loss here in love over the month of January. And in this case, different from that first energy of letting go, which is really that very deep grief energy. This acceptance energy is more like the loss of, oh, my expectations in love are not being met, or um, I'm not meeting, if you're looking for romantic love or even in the realm of friendships, like I'm not meeting the kind of people that would be the right match for me. And so there's this quality of like disappointment, a little bit of upsetness about that. Um, it's a kind of loss, but it's not to the degree of grief. We also have this energy of freedom. And I feel like for some of you, this is actually a part of this, like the other side of not having expectations met. Some of you may choose to move on from situations that are not very gratifying for you, in the realm of romantic love relationship. Those relationships may not be meeting you where you feel you truly need to be met. And so you may be moving away from those situations, and that actually creates this incredible space of freedom where if I think about it, the picture in my mind is a little bit like a vacuum, like a black hole. When a relationship, this is terrible, but a relationship that's not working for you is like a black hole, right? It's like sucking all this energy out of you. It just takes so much, and it requires so much of you. And the minute you separate from that black hole, it's like you're let loose into this expansion, this freedom of like joy and happiness. Oh my gosh, I have all this time and energy. And it's that kind of experience. And you may feel some disappointment or sadness that the relationship didn't work out, but it's going to be the sense of freedom that you feel because of it is going to far exceed any sense of loss around that. So I say all of this, to clarify as well, like I'm not seeing divorce or anything major like that. This energy and like letting go, or sorry, not letting go, but this energy of acceptance is around like more in the space of dating. If you're looking for love, that kind of thing. So it's not like I don't see big divorce energy here or anything like that. Um, Boy, not a very light and bright reading today, but it is what it is. And then finally, we have the energy of knowledge. Um, I see this in a couple different ways. I see this energy for some of you, again, for those of you that are in roles of helping people, maybe you're a counselor, or you do some kind of coaching or something like that. I see you helping people gain the skills and the knowledge and the tools they need to navigate romantic relationship. Maybe you're helping them learn to articulate what they're looking for, or um, how to feel more grounded within themselves so that they're attracting the right kind of partner into their lives. Um, for some of you, this is also about getting that knowledge for yourself, right? Like starting to investigate, and maybe you're reading books or watching videos on love, on how to attract love. So what I love about this energy, for the most part, there's variance here, but for the most part, the energy of love for January 2025, for many in the collective, it's new beginnings. This is all about new beginnings. It's like, and it's perfect, right? Because we're moving into the new year. It's January. It's like, it's a time of letting go of the past, letting go of old patterns, and moving into new spaces. And I want to ask a little bit more. I don't know for all of you necessarily, but it's pretty common, the topic of love, especially among those of us that do readings, and even for myself, right? We always want to know, like, what's happening in my love life, what's possible. These are like big things. These are important things in our lives. It's not they're not little things, right? We want to know, when are we going to find our person? When are we going to have a successful relationship and all of that stuff. So let's just see if anything else comes forward here. All right. And one of the cards flew on the ground. I'll be right back. Generosity, transmutation, and manifesting dreams. Ooh, wow. The message that comes up for me, it's funny. It's actually kind of hilarious to me, especially since I work in the realm of like energy and esoterics. And I talk with people a lot about like, oh, manifest love and, all of these things. And personally, I'm at a season in my life where I'm more interested in the practical aspects of quote unquote manifesting love. And that's kind of how I'm seeing this energy as well. It's like, you know, not just sitting down and writing your intentions about love, but like being really practical about like, what do I need to know about dating? What do I need to know about finding the right partner? And through that practical, experience of learning, and I think we had the knowledge card here too. That's right, that came up earlier. Through that practical knowledge and experience, like you can really create an incredible love life for yourself. And I would say, speaking of creating a love life for yourself, that's the other message here, right? We get to create the love life that we have, whether that's romantic or otherwise. And see here, I know there's some of you who are chomping at the bit and you just want to know, am I going to find love? Am I going to find love this January? I'm not seeing that. For those of you that are watching, that are part of this collective, I'm not seeing that energy come through really strongly. But again, back to this idea of like new beginnings. In this energy of new beginnings, we get to cultivate. This is like what they're telling me is like you're creating the template for what you want to see for the rest of the year. So if you want to see more love in the year to come, in the year ahead, January is the time to really focus in on creating the template for that love and allowing that to be practical, allowing that to be, if you need to do some more learning or some, go to a coach or whatever it is, like do that. It's all good. Any final messages around love for the collective for the month of January? I know they're telling me you're all very disappointed that I haven't, said, oh, there's this, love match coming in for you. But if I don't see it, I can't read it. So final messages from Spirit is activation. Use this time wisely. Choose this time wisely. And they're telling me, use this time wisely to soften your heart. Use this time wisely to expand your knowledge and your mind so that you are prepared and able to receive the right kind of love when it shows up. That you're ready for the love, that you're ready for the right kind of love when it shows up. They're also telling me really strongly, like, there's nothing that you need to do to make love happen. And I know this is like the message nobody likes to hear. We all want to know, what do I need to do to make it happen? So it's always frustrating to get the message of like, there's nothing to do, right? You don't have to force anything. You don't have to like try to make something happen. Be in the intention of love, be in the space of learning about it, be in the space of readiness for love. and love can only find you, meaning once you open up to that vibration, love has no choice but to find you. So, well, that's the message for January. I hope that it resonates with some of you. I hope it brings some of you a little bit of a smile, and something to think about for this month as you navigate the new year ahead. I wish you many blessings, and we'll see you on the flip side.